Do you remember when you play a video game and you're kind of stuck on a level, and after a while, when you fail enough times, the game will play a ghost version of yourself over yourself to show like how fast you were going or the mistakes you've been making previously. That's how that's what it's like when I'm running. I try to think of it as the same way when I'm going and there's a there's a faster version of myself in front of me. That's what I'm working towards. If I can visualize that other person in front of me right now. I'm not sprinting, but like just going faster. There's nobody around me compared to nothing. I'm going kind of fast. So it's like you have to picture something else, but you shouldn't compare yourself to another version. Compare yourself to somebody else. It's better to compare yourself to another version of me, because that's all that really matters. You're like, oh, if somebody else is better than me, who really cares? Like, if I'm better as a person, that's what it's about at the end of the day. So I'm running by myself, and nobody's with me, right? And so yeah, like today I was doing these sprints and I felt kind of slow, and I knew I was going slow, but I had to picture another version of myself in front of me. I'm going faster, because if it's not there, then all you're seeing is nothing. The phrase "better together" is really like a strong thing in running, because when we're with someone else, we want to be with other people. But so if you're with someone else and you want to be with them, then you have to go at a certain speed to be able to stay with them. So if one of you speeds up, then you both speed up, but you feel the benefit of being with someone else. But when I'm by myself, it's when like the real grit and hard work actually has to come in, because I couldn't be fast enough today. One reason might have been because I couldn't, like, I didn't eat anything, and that's a reason to, you know what I mean? I didn't have as much energy as I could have, but when I'm chasing myself, and like I can feel myself, this is something I might have talked about before, but I can feel myself slowing down. But in a real race, when I feel myself slowing down, that's when somebody else is gonna take it and get ahead of me. But I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. If I let somebody else get in front of me, then I'm losing. When I let a version of me fall behind, which is me, I'm not gonna just slow down. I really want to catch up so that I can be in the right time. And there's a lot of mental strategies that come into this, because you can be the strongest person ever, or like the greatest looking and all that, but if our mind is not in the right place, then I don't know what it's gonna be like. Because I'm kind of thinking about like Mario or one of those other video games, when if they if somebody else is getting in front, and it's all race at the end of the day. That's what we're really just optimizing for, the best time. That's the goal with running. Getting the best time is all anybody really talks about. There's different splits and but a certain pace, because it's all just timing, like a certain distance, certain in time, that's speed, and there's nothing else to it. It's so simple. Excuse me there, I had to burp. But sometimes the simple things are what are gonna get us, or what makes the simple things are sometimes what makes it so hard. That if it's so simple, why then it's not, there's only one thing that you can do. When there's so many different aspects to something, then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. But most of the time in this, it's like we're all on the same playing field, I guess. And I don't know if it makes it more fair. It's all just its own thing. But the reason I have to chase myself is because I'm missing the practice right now. I'm out in Vermont, and this is a beautiful forest we got out here. So even when nobody's watching, that's when we gotta keep on going. When it feels like nothing's gonna come out of this, but I know I'm doing the right thing. Look at all these trees. I had to walk all the way out here to record this video. Oh my gosh. They're so tall, so many leaves. I love this. But yeah, I don't usually run on a track, and it was like, I have to get this in somehow. Because after that David Goggins challenge, it's like one goal is accomplished, but I have to keep working towards the next. Otherwise, there's nothing else to do. It's kind of like that hedonic adaptation is catching up. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just sit on that one accomplishment. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get back in the groove of things, because you might like pick up a new idea and want to do that now. But that's really just the loser brain kicking in. And why would a loser brain, if the loser brain loses, you're gonna lose. Like, it's not gonna get any better or greater, or I don't know. Look at all this. Somebody paved such a beautiful trail, and nobody else is walking in it. I know. When I'm alone and I'm running, that's when things matter. That's what it's all about. Nobody's watching me. I can't really get all this together or be where I need to be if I don't just stick with it. Listen to the instructions and be there. Look at this. Somebody built some kind of teepee. It's awesome. I don't know if it's just gonna sit there or rot away like everything else one day.